joining us here in the Solano clubhouse, the one and only Drew Lamont. How's it going, brother?
Good, how you doing?
Pretty good. So you guys got the season coming up this Tuesday. You're getting the ball first. What's been the biggest thing kind of adjust from last year as a freshman? Now you're that sophomore leader. What's been the biggest thing for you to work on?
I think, well, because I came out of the pen last year, it's a totally different game, and now that I'm starting, there's a lot you got to work on. It's a really different situation. So I think just, getting those last 2 or 3 starts that I got last season has really kind of helped me to smoothly transition into what I'm doing now. So it's been good, though. How
big was it you got the last 3 starts of the year to kind of build towards this year? And instead of pitching 1-2 innings out of the pen, you were going 5-6 innings. And how big does that factor in for this year also?
Right, that was huge because it just, it gave me some experience, and I kind of figured out, what I have to do to, to go to 5 or 6 innings, because it's really a different game plan than just going 1 or 2. That's kind of a breeze. But when you got to go 6 or 7, it's a really different game plan. So it was definitely a good experience, and I'm, very lucky that I got to do that.
What's it been like pitching for head coach Scott Stover?
It's been great. I mean, Coach Stover is a great coach. He's one of the best coaches I've ever had, and just his knowledge of the game is really intense, and he knows what he's doing. He has a game plan, and we all have confidence in him that he's going to make the right choice. So we just kind of do what he says, and it works out.
So your boy Dustin's gone. Crenshaw.
Right.
So tell us something about the new pitching coach and a little background, and tell the folks something that they don't know about him.
Okay, Coach North got drafted.
Don't be too bad, all right?
Yeah, no, he's been great. He's been a huge help to us. He's come right in and really shown us a lot of stuff. Just things that we need to work on that he sees. But yeah, Coach North got drafted, and so that's
Cardinals,
kind of a cool
right?
thing, right? By the Cardinals, yeah. So he knows all the pro stuff, and he gives us a lot of good advice that that we use every day. So he's great.
And it's cool. I mean, he got a lot of experience with the current St. Louis Cardinals pitching coach, and that's got to factor in, right? Is there couple of new things he's taught you, or?
Yeah, we've worked on a few things. I mean, sometimes my glove will fly open, and we've kind of worked on that and staying closed, and just little things like that are really game changers.
And you're the ace most likely this year. You're that sophomore guy. What have you done to kind of take that leadership role for guys like Dylan and all the other young freshmen that are coming in to try and take your job, man? They want to be the ace of this team. What do you got to do to keep that spot, and what have you done to help these young guys out? Well,
you got to be a team player, and you got to give these guys confidence, especially the freshmen that haven't, had the experience of coming in yet. So, just give them confidence, and for me personally, just keep working out and doing what I've been doing, and that's pretty much it.
All right, brother. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
I know you're dying to get back on the field. Stover's walking in as we speak. He wants you to get out there and start loosening up that arm. Thanks a lot, Drew.
All right, thanks.
Well, now joining us here in the Falcons clubhouse, David Fernandez. How's it going, brother?
Good. How are you?
So what's been the biggest thing you worked on the offseason, getting ready for your second year here at Solano?
Just preparing everything that may have fallen apart last year, such as taking more ground balls in the offseason, hitting more in the offseason, just taking care of those small things that needed to be done.
Well, maybe at the beginning of the year, maybe there were a few errors, but that was something you kind of fixed as the season went on last year too. So that's still something that's kind of in the back of your mind you're working on?
Oh, yeah, it always is.
So I know this year you might be pitching. That's word around the street, man. What's that been like, kind of getting your arm loosened up and, preparing yourself mentally to play second and also to maybe be ready to come out of the pen at any time?
Oh, it's been fun. I mean, I always loved pitching through high school. I mean, I threw a little bit. It's just a different adrenaline rush, and I enjoy it.
What's your fastball topping out at? Come on.
Maybe mid-80s, maybe.
Maybe, exactly what number is 86, huh?
No.
It's got to be 86. So what was it like last year? I know you guys beat Marin, advanced to the second round of the playoffs, but then you guys got bounced in the second round. Is that something that's in the back of your mind? Like, I want to get back to this point. I want to get even further this year.
Oh, of course. And it starts out with getting the freshmen going, knowing what to tell them, what's going on, and what it takes to maybe get to that point. And it just starts from the bottom.
Has that been the biggest thing for you, kind of taking that leadership role now? Because last year, freshman, you had guys that kind of helped you out. Is that kind of something you and Tucker Bishop have kind of been doing together, especially with a lot of the infield guys?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it starts with them. I mean, that's where we play. But other than that, I mean, you got to get the young ones going.
I tried to get Jake to admit he does some superstitious things getting ready. Is there something you do? There's something.
I get dressed in the same order every time.
Well, that's normal, right?
Well, you know, I do have to do something different with my hair every.
That's right. Please don't do that again. Please. Or if you do it, just keep your hat on the whole time, all right, brother?
All right.
But also, too, kind of talk about head coach Scott Stover and what he means to not only you, but just kind of the whole Solano baseball community.
Oh, he's great. I mean, he's an animal. He goes out there and he just executes, and that's all he wants us to do, is execute everything that he's taught us.
And before we get out of here, last year, the old man rocking the camera right now, Big Kahuna, a.k.a. Greg Poff, he tried to come up with some nicknames for you. I'm not even going to throw them out there. They were pretty bad. What do guys on the team call you? You got a nickname?
Fernie.
Fernie?
Yep.
Okay, well, it was better than whatever the old man said. What was it again?
The Count, and it's even better as a pitcher.
I'm sticking with Fernie. So, Fernie, thanks here. Solano College Sports Network. We got the sophomore stud joining us here, the one and only Tucker Bishop. How's it going, brother?
How's it going?
So last year, second team, all BVC. What was that like? I know you're a team guy, but what was it like to get that recognition during your freshman season?
I mean, it's always nice, but I think the most important goal and thing that we got last year was getting to the Super Regionals.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's always nice to have that little push. I mean, personally.
Yeah.
So it was nice.
And talking about getting to the Super Regionals, I know you obviously wanted to go further than that, but a big accomplishment to get to the Super Regionals. So is that kind of the back of your mind? You want to get further this year than you guys did last year?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you always go for what you did last year. That's your benchmark, you know.
Yeah.
You got to set that goal to get right back there. But we're hoping to get to the Final Four this year and hopefully win this thing. We got a good chance of it. We got a good pitching staff, and we got a solid infield and outfield.
Yeah, you guys had a lot of really good freshmen, and you got some good sophomores coming back. You, obviously, David Fernandez, and a ton of talent on this team. But who's a freshman that caught your eyes? I have a feeling it's one of the guys sitting right over here to my left.
It's definitely not Alvaro. Nah, I just can't.
Can you spell his last name? Can you do it?
I don't even want to try.
Come on.
It's right there.
I ain't gonna try.
Ain't gonna try. What's been some things that he's impressed you? I know he's sick with the leather at short. What are some things that's really impressed you about him?
Other than being cocky.
Where'd he get it from?
Oh, of course.
Right, exactly.
Daddy, come on now.
Big Daddy right here. Tucker Big Daddy Bishop.
No, I mean, he's good with the leather. He can swing the bat,
Yeah.
so it's a good addition to our lineup. I mean, it's going to be fun sharing the infield with him and John with him at third base and shortstop, so.
That should be fun right there. That's a
Yeah.
good left side right there. You got two vacuums on that side. And last year, kind of talk about the motions last year. I know you played pretty well most of the season, but what was the kind of the toughest thing you had to adjust to last year?
I mean, like the quickness of the game wasn't really,
Yeah.
It was a little different. It wasn't too hard to adjust. I think the mental part of it, you get a lot more bats, so there's a lot more parts that you could screw up on. So definitely knowing that you're going to come out every day and get 4 at-bats, 5 at-bats a game is pretty nice because you know you could always change something up and get a couple of hits that next game.
Looks like we got a third person to interview. This fly just keeps bugging us over here. So there we go. Get it out of here, baby. Superstitious, you got any?
I always shave my arms for the season. I don't know if that's
So you planning on going under on Monday?
I'm going Grizzly Adams right now until the season starts. Once that first day comes, it's all gone.
How come? Just something you've always done?
I don't know. I've always done it since like my freshman year of high school.
And you just keep riding with it? Well, you had a pretty good high school career, so maybe it is just shaving the arms. That's all you need to do if you want to be a baseball player. You just got to shave your arms, go out, grab the glove. Tell us one thing we don't know about Tucker Big Daddy Bishop.
Well, I love long walks on the beach. I love kittens. No, I'm kidding.
No, he really does. You know you got some Instagram photos of little kittens on the beach.
Oh, of course, of course. On a more serious note, like to all the people that have like depression and stuff like that, I suffer from that. So if you could do it, if I could do it, you could do it. So
how hard has that been though? Kind of.
It's definitely hard because it tests you mentally every day. So
Yeah.
I'm just trying to like push people that have it just to not give up and keep going. So
You just got to be the best you every day, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here. Tucker Bishop, thanks for your time, brother. Best of luck this year, all right?
Thank you.
Yo, welcome back. Alvaro Rubalcaba. Did I get it right?
Yes, you got that.
Bam!
Right. There you go.
Joined us here on the set. What's been the biggest thing, man? I know you're beasting at Vanden, but what's been the biggest thing adjusting here? Obviously, competition's up a little bit here at Solano compared to high school ball. What's the number one thing that Alvaro, not Tucker Bishop's daddy, has worked on?
I mean, the pitching, I think the biggest thing has been pitching. The pitching is a little bit, is different from high school. It's faster, they have better stuff, curveball, changeup. So, I mean, that also, the signs that coach give us, it's also real difficult. You got to memorize all the things, and if you don't, you get chewed out.
What's the worst he's chewed you out at? Huh? I think you're the guy I can get to budge, man. What's the worst thing he said to you?
He told me personally not to say anything, but
you signed the contract?
No, that's not
so then
contract,
you can sell us.
But still, you know, coach is like my dad. I can't really.
He wants some PT. He wants some playing time, right?
Yeah.
So obviously you had a great career at Vanden, man. You batted over 350. And just talk about your career at Vanden and kind of what you feel as an individual, the accomplishments you had. I mean, I know you're a team guy, but kind of batting over 350 for your career. I think you had a year you batted over 400 too.
Yeah.
Just kind of talk about your high school career and what it meant to you.
I mean, it was fun. High school was really fun. My Vanden year, junior, senior, I got all league. That's a good accomplishment by myself. Junior year, we didn't end up making playoffs, but senior year, that was a move up. We made playoffs. We went to the second round, but we ended up losing. So I mean, it was fun, good experience. But now we're looking forward to coming to Solano and see where things go from now. And
I know you're going to be rocking the leather at short, and a lot of talk about your game, man. And what's the biggest thing you kind of worked off not offensively, but defensively with the glove to kind of? I know you didn't have many errors at all at Vanden, but what's been the biggest thing you worked on to make sure you shore up your glove at short? Big time position right there.
Yeah, I put a lot of work in during practice, but after practice, I think is the biggest thing that I do. I work a lot after practice. I run. I do some hand drills by myself. I don't need nobody else. I mean, that's the thing that I honestly think that makes me successful. I do a lot of things off the field that makes me prepared for the field, like during game time and all that.
You want to have a little fun here? You want to do a little rapid fire? Start out questions. Just give me the first answer.
Go ahead. Yeah,
let's start off easy. Who's your favorite football team?
Football team gotta be Raiders.
Man, that sucks.
Are you serious?
That sucks, bro.
Just because they're not that good, I mean.
You stick with them, you're loyal, though. I dig that.
Stick with them, yeah.
Baseball A's?
Baseball A's, exactly.
Who's your favorite baseball player?
Gotta be Derek Jeter.
Who's the guy is Derek Jeter the same answer for this, I'm guessing? Who's the guy you kind of is a role model?
On this team or?
On in Major League Baseball.
Gotta be Derek Jeter.
Yeah.
Gotta be.
Who's the sophomore that's kind of taking that leadership role?
Fernandez. Fernandez, sorry.
Big Fernie, baby.
Yeah, Big Fernie. Fernie's he's a good leader. I think he's one of those guys that show me how to kids next year. I might be a sophomore. You know, you gotta take the role. He's gotta leave. He might go to
So for all the ladies dying to know, are you on the market?
I'm on the market, yes.
So tell the ladies why you are the best guy on this team and you should get all their digits when they come to watch Solano baseball.
Well, I mean, the leather speaks it all. I mean,
the leather speaks it all. You heard it here.
You know what I mean? I'm Latino.
Hey, the ladies love the wood, so you better be doing it with the bat.
plus, I'm Latino, so you know you gotta.
There you go.
Everybody like Latinos, you know what I mean?
Just don't do it like your boy that's growing out the Latino mustache. Let's stay away from that.
My boy.
I can't remember who it was that said he was gonna do that.
Peyton.
Yeah, it was Rollin.
Peyton.
It was Rollin.
No,
That's who said it.
no,
So stay away from that.
You gotta stay fresh. Always gotta stay fresh. You know what I mean?
All right, brother. Tell us one thing that fans and stuff they don't know about you.
One thing they don't know about
You said you were worried about this earlier. I know there's something. There's something.
There's gotta be something.
Come on. You can either, or you can tell us the worst thing Stover said to you. One of the two.
I can't do that. What can I say? Something they don't know. I'm an adventurous guy. I like snowboarding. Don't tell Coach I did this.
Don't say anything about snowboarding. Cut that out.
I didn't go snowboarding, but I have gone snowboarding this year. Not during the break. I've gone quadding. I've done everything dangerous. I'm an adrenaline guy. I could say adrenaline.
You dirt bike too, or just quads?
Everything.
Yeah.
You name it, I do it.
Nice. You gotta have fun, right?
Gotta have fun. You gotta live it. You know what I mean?
All right. Tell you got any superstitions?
Yeah, it's kind of weird, but
good. They're all weird, right?
Yeah. When I take a shower, I use the same towel. If I do good, I use that same towel. If I don't, I just use another one. So I mean, that's
so
my
you're changing towels a lot. That's what I'm guessing.
No, not really. You know I'm successful, so I mean, you gotta use the same towel.
All right, brother. Hey, thanks for your time, dude. Best of luck this coming week. All right.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, now joining us here in the Falcons clubhouse, the one and only, the freshman stud himself, Dylan Dumape. How's it going, brother?
Good. How are you?
Cool. So I know you had killer numbers at Rodriguez. How does that help you kind of transition here at Solano? You've pitched in big games before. I know you pitched in 2 big games against Placer that helped you guys get that Sac Joaquin section crown. Kind of explain how big it is pitching those big games that can help you transition here at the next level.
Well, coming into the college level baseball game gives me a lot of confidence to come out here and do well at the college level. So I'm really excited.
What's the #1 pitch you're always looking for? You a fastball guy?
I would say my best pitch is a changeup.
Changeup?
Yeah.
So you like going fastball, changeup?
Yeah.
So you're trying to copy Tim Lincecum. You a Giants fan?
Yeah, definitely.
Rough year for you guys last year, right?
hopefully we can bounce back.
My boys in blue had a pretty good year last year. I know they didn't make it to the World Series, but we knocked you guys out pretty early. How was that?
It was a little disheartening, but we'll come back this year.
I think you guys you won 2 World Series in a 3-year span. So back to Solano baseball. What's been the biggest thing you worked on in the offseason preparing yourself for this year?
Just doing running in the off season and getting my arm back into shape.
Your arm wasn't in shape? What do you mean? Come on, you're a pitcher, dude. Your arm's always in shape,
yeah.
right? So you're a big Niner fan, yeah?
Yeah.
So how was that watching Richard Sherman just take it away that close, man? Are you over it yet?
Yeah, I'm over it.
More importantly, you going to watch the Super Bowl or are you just not?
I'll watch it just to watch it, but...
So Stover, we know Drew Lamont's the ace coming in. What's he been telling you? Are you the number 2 guy or kind of just wait and see? And how are you approaching that?
Well, he's told me that I'm going to get the first home game, the game number 3, so I'm excited to pitch that game.
And that's against DVC, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if you're familiar, but there's a little rivalry with Solano and DVC.
Yeah.
I don't want to go as far as saying bad blood, but there's been tension in the past with these 2 teams. So what's it like getting the ball and going against one? You know, I know they're not in the Bay Valley Conference, but this is a rivalry to Solano baseball. And how do you feel Stover stressing you in that big game?
Well, it just gives me something to prove going out there and pitching a big game like that.
And I know Stover's huge on academics and made the president's list. Congratulations on that. And how big is focusing on academics over sports? And is that something you strive to do?
Yeah, definitely. I try to do good in the classroom before, and it carries on to the baseball field.
Is that what Stover's preached to you, or is that what you thought before? Because we know how Stover is, man. You don't got to lie, all right?
Well, it's a little bit of both, but he has preached that to me, but I already know that. So.
And I know you want to most likely be a professional pitcher, right? And if that doesn't work out, what's something else you kind of has a goal that you've set for yourself that you want to do in life? Or you just focus on baseball right now?
Well, I'm majoring in kinesiology here, so I'd like to, if I don't make it at the baseball, then I'd like to be a physical therapist. That's one of my goals.
See, everybody listen up. This is a student athlete, baby. So just make sure you focus on school first. The rest will come later. Hey, it's been fun, man. Thanks for joining us here on the set. Well, now joining us on the set here in the Falcons clubhouse, the lefty himself, Ryan Ernest. How's it going, brother?
Pretty good.
So what's been the biggest thing you're working on kind of the off season this year to prepare yourself, getting ready for the season? I mean, it's coming up, what, on Tuesday, right?
Yep, started season Tuesday. And I'd say that working on my changeup over the off season was a big deal. Spotting it up. Last year I really didn't have one and really developed it over the off season and this fall.
So I'm going to take a wild guess. Pitching coach North, he's a big changeup guy, because every time I've asked one of you pitchers, what's the biggest pitch you're working on? Changeup, changeup, changeup. And how much has that helped you, though, kind of adjusting speeds? And I know that's tricky as hitters, you know. You see an 80-something mile per hour fastball, then you got a 70-something mile per hour changeup. How big of a difference is that?
Yeah, I would definitely say it's a major impact pitch. I say it starts up top, though, with Coach Stover. Coach Stover really preaches, throw your changeup, spot it up well, and even if you only have a fastball changeup, you're still going to do some things in this program.
And talking about Coach Stover, what are some things you've learned since, you know, being here at Solano that you didn't know before and that's kind of helped you change, not just as a baseball player, but more as an individual also?
I would say that he really does care about you on and off the field. Yesterday he actually took us out, took us to a movie, took us out to eat.
Movie?
What was it?
Stover, what movie did you take him out?
Ride Along.
Okay, was it funny?
Oh,
Kevin
yeah.
Hart, right?
Real funny, Kevin Hart. Oh yeah, so stuff like that off the field that he really does care about, not just you as a baseball player.
And he picked up the bill?
Oh yeah, he did.
Wow.
Fronted the whole thing.
Stover's balling, man.
He is. He's balling.
How come he never took us out for any dinner or movies? Come on, Stover. So back to baseball, though. Kind of, what's the approach this year? I mean, obviously you guys had a kind of a roller coaster ride last year. It looked like you guys had the BVC, kind of middle part of BVC play, and then you came on strong in the end, beat Marin in the best of 3-game series, advanced to the second round. Just kind of, what was that roller coaster ride like?
I mean, it was real up and down. I think our longest winning streak of the year only was like 3 last year, and we'd really like to improve on that. Hopefully we can get like 5 or 6 going, especially when we play the lower tier teams in our conference. Got to win those games.
And, I mean, how big is it kind of taking that leadership role now and just helping all these young guys out? I know there's a ton of freshmen. I think last time I checked there was 15 or 16 freshmen, especially if you count Evans, who gray-shirted last year, didn't play.
Yeah.
But there's a ton of freshmen, and kind of what's been like kind of helping these guys make it easier for them to kind of transition.
There is a lot of freshmen, but a lot of them have a lot of talent, and a lot of them will be playing quite a bit this year. And so I think that'll be a major role. Maybe the first few games they'll be a little shaky, but I think they'll do pretty well for us.
I know I'm probably going to get the cliche answer. I can't pick one guy, but who's a freshman that's kind of caught your eyes?
Freshman that caught my eye. I would have to say Rubalcaba at short. He's got some pretty good hands. Whenever I face him in inter squads, he's a tough out.
And I remember him last year at the All-Star game, and obviously you got him at short most likely now, and Fernandez at second. Kind of as a pitcher, man, you got two vacuums right there.
Yeah,
I know Fernandez kind of had a shaky start at the beginning, a few errors, but he got better as each game went on. And kind of what's it like having just the vacuums behind you?
It'll be really confident to throw as a pitcher, knowing that if that ball's hit up the middle, most likely it's going to result in an out.
All right, brother, better get you out here. Stover needs you to get back to work, so thanks for the time, brother.
Thanks.
Welcome back to the Falcons Clubhouse. Kyle Stafford joining the house. What's up, brother?
Nice to be here. Thanks for having me.
You guys got a game coming up on Tuesday. Chomping at the bit. How anxious are you to get out there?
I'm really excited. It's been a long fall. We've been putting in a lot of work, so just ready to get this season rolling.
And I know you're sophomore coming back, and you're taking some of the freshmen on your wings, kind of teaching them what Stover likes. And I know the what he doesn't like list is a lot bigger than the what he likes list. So what's it been easy kind of helping out some freshmen?
Yeah, it's definitely, he's pretty picky on what he likes and what he...
Okay, you don't got to, you got to beat around the bush, man. Pretty picky?
Yeah, he has a strict way of doing things, so you got to kind of instruct all the freshmen, make sure they're not doing anything wrong, because you don't want them getting chewed out, because then it comes back to you as a sophomore. So you just got to kind of take care of things for everybody and help them out.
And mechanic-wise, what's the biggest thing you worked on kind of the off-season, preparing yourself for this year?
Coach North has done a great job working with me this fall. He's worked on me with keeping my front shoulder closed. I had a problem flying open a little bit last year, so he's kind of fixed that for me a little bit, and so I think it's helped me out a lot.
So what's kind of the path this year for you? Going to be a 7th, 8th inning guy, closer role, or is Stover leaving that kind of everyone's fighting for those spots still? He's kind of leaving it up in the air right now. Nobody really knows. It's kind of, besides the starters, it's pretty much up in the air. So hopefully. You like that as a player? It's like now we just get to go out and compete. No one's really given this, and it's kind of everyone's got the equal chance for that job. Yeah, I do, because you have a fair shot at whatever role. He doesn't care who it is. He just wants to win games, and I like that. All right, we want you to do a big favor for us right here. Take the hat off. Show them what you're working with. I want you to, look at this. Look at this. Party in the back, baby. Stafford going mullet. We're trying to talk Tucker and everyone into it, man. Before the end of this year, you better get at least 3 other guys to rock that, all right? That's your goal. I don't care about, having a ton of strikeouts or no walks. Your goal is to get 3 mullets on this team. I'm trying to convince some people. They're kind of hesitant right now, but hopefully How long you been rocking that? I just got it cut about a week ago. Yeah? Yeah. Are the ladies digging it? Not so much. It's a little slow right now, but I'm working on it. Just stay confident, man. Women love confidence, and just make them laugh. And it doesn't matter what you're rocking, man. I mean, Fernandez was probably pulling some chicks with, I don't even know what type of haircut he had last year. Yeah, that was a new one for me. I've never seen that one before. All right, before we let you get out of here, brother, tell us one thing that the fans and community doesn't know outside of the mullet about Kyle Stafford. I'm a huge football fan. I love watching. I think a lot of people probably would have guessed that. I mean, you Niner guy? No, I'm a Dolphins fan, actually. Oh, wow. A lot of bowling going on there this year, huh? My dad, that was a rough season, but my dad was a Dolphins fan, so I kind of just grew up. So he was the Marino, he's on the Marino wagon, and it kind of got you into it. I'll give you that. And any superstitions for Kyle Stafford? Not really. Just I would say, the mullet. I had the mullet last year, so I guess you could say that's a superstition. And I kind of like to wear the same blue socks every game. Blue socks? What do you just use the white ones for practice? Yeah. Get a little dirty. We can get a little camera shot right there. I wear the white ones for practice, but the blue ones, I wear the same blue socks for every game. So. All right, brother. Thanks for your time. And hey, keep rocking that mullet, even if you're not getting the ladies' numbers, all right? All right, thanks for having me. We'll be right back. Well, now joining us here in the Falcons Clubhouse, Jake Nelli. How's it going, brother? Good, how are you? Cool, so I know you're sophomore. What's it been like taking a leadership role? I know you got a lot of young freshmen on this team. What's it been like to transition now? You're the sophomore leader, and what's it been like for you teaching these young dudes? Just doing things right, making sure that they're doing their things right, puts me in a perspective of what I was at last year. Being a freshman, so I can see, what I was last year. And what was the biggest thing you took from last year that you've worked on to get better this year? Consistency. Yeah. I mean, it's been working? Doing what I'm told. You've been hitting your spots a little more consistently, or what? I would say I have, yeah. What's how big has pitching coach North been for you guys? He's been huge. Because I mean, he's got the major league experience. Yeah. And obviously, you look at the Cardinal system. I mean, those guys know how to breed pitchers, man. Yeah. And just kind of talk about him and what the transition's been like. Because I know Crenshaw did a really good job last year, but kind of what's the biggest difference between those two guys?
I would say that Coach North goes a little bit more in depth with this. He works on like the little things more, so like staying back or keeping your shoulder closed. He really watches you, and he can pick apart each pitcher and see what they're doing wrong differently compared to someone else. So.
I know a lot of baseball guys, they have these superstitions.
Yeah.
You got one? Don't lie.
Honestly, I
Don't lie.
really don't.
I'm having a hard time believing that. There's something you do before you go out there every day.
I mean, if I'm to go on the mound, like if I'm to come into the game, I'll pick up the ball, and then I'll play with the dirt a little bit.
Okay, that's it. So if you're not going to say yours, is there a guy on the team that has maybe the weirdest superstition that you've seen?
I really don't.
You guys are just boring out here. No one does any of the Nomar batting gloves things, nothing like that?
I haven't seen anything like that. No.
Well, you got to work on that. You got to find something for the next interview then.
Us pitchers, we really don't have anything as far as like uniform-wise or going onto the mound or something. It might be something mental that you're thinking about before the game, but...
You're not one of those guys that cares about jumping over the third baseline when you're going back to the dugout or the first baseline if you're a road team?
You got to keep that the same, you know. Whether it's practice or a game, you got to keep it the same.
Who's your favorite baseball team?
Oakland A's.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
What are you looking forward to this year out of the A's? They lost some guys. They added some guys, too.
Yeah.
I mean, Bartolo's gone. But
gone. That's going to be a big loss for us, too.
Yeah, he went back to the Rays.
I mean,
you got Jim Johnson.
Jim Johnson's, he's going to be good.
What, he led the American League in saves last year, right? Or he was right there in the top 2 or 3?
He also had a couple losses.
Yeah, he had
He had a lot of blows.
He had a lot of BSs out there, out in Baltimore. But talk about Yoenis Cespedes. How big is this guy? How big is he going to be down there? Is this a guy that's going to be a top 10 player in baseball?
I hope he has a better year than last year. He's going to stay healthy.
Yeah.
We have good pitching this year. That's going to be a good thing.
What's it been like? A lot of fans are jumping on that wagon out here the last couple of years. You a fan of that?
Nah, I mean...
It's kind of like the Seattle Seahawks right now.
It happens. It happens. So...
All right, brother. It was fun. Best of luck this year.
You.
And we'll be right back. Now joining us on the set here in the Falcons clubhouse, Bobby Contreras. How's it going, brother?
Hey, doing good, man. How about you?
Pretty good. So what's been the biggest thing you worked on getting ready for this season?
You know, really just getting your timing down, getting ready for the season, wanting to make good hard contact and have good at-bats every time. Really working on a good game plan.
And what's Stover been like? What's it been like kind of getting ready to play Stover type of ball?
Stover's a genius. Stover's
okay,
ahead.
You know, he's probably not going to watch this. You don't got to go all that far, all right?
Oh, he's hard, but he knows what he's doing. Stover's the smartest coach I've ever played under.
Yeah, I've heard that a lot from a lot of former Solano players, not even just Solano players, but just people around this community that have worked with Stover. What's kind of been the hardest thing for you to get ready for this year? I know it's a nice little jump, so.
Yeah. Well, the tempo of the game's it's pretty fast, but it's really just being mentally into the game every single play and making sure you have a routine going and just staying on track.
How hard is that? I mean,
it's tough. It's tough. Really, once you find a routine, it's easy to find a groove. But if you can't find anything you're comfortable with, it's easy to stay in a slump for a long time.
And, I mean, you guys start Tuesday, man. What's the feeling like getting ready next week? Time for some ball. What's the feeling like, man?
It's extremely exciting. I'm tingling just thinking about it. The first day is probably the best day, I want to say. And I'm really excited to start my college career.
And, I mean, these days are going to probably go by slow getting here for Tuesday. Once Tuesday does come, though, what are you going to do mentally to prepare yourself for a long season?
You know, you really just want to make sure you want to take it day by day.
Yeah.
Taking it day by day is the best part. You got a routine going. You start it out every single day, and you really find confidence going throughout the year, I hope.
And tell the fans something they don't know about you, Bobby.
I love music. Music keeps me going. Music pumps me before every single game.
What's your go-to song before a game?
Right now, it's probably Dreams and Nightmares by Meek Mill. Really gets me pumped up before a game. It's exciting. And
who's your favorite artist?
That's tough.
There's a lot. I mean, it's tough. But if you had to pick one dude you could bump, who you
bump?
Right
now it's Kendrick Lamar.
Okay, he is killing it. Kendrick is killing it right now. Yeah. Show the hair off right now.
Oh yeah.
I saw the little tail in the back, kinda.
Oh, it's getting long.
You going Stafford mullet yet?
I'm getting there. It's not gonna be a mullet, but I'm going mullet.
Where you going there? What do you call that?
Oh, I don't know.
A rat tail
This is my tail right now.
All right, Bob. Hey, thanks for your time, brother. Best of luck this coming week. All right.
Thanks very much.
And join us here, the Vanden freshman here at Solano, Evan Facenda. How's it going, brother?
How you doing?
So kind of Vanden High School, you guys played pretty well. You have a couple of guys on this team. So what's it been like kind of having guys you're familiar with here getting ready for the next level?
It's really good. It's a lot easier adjustment. I really enjoy playing with Alvaro, obviously, and then a lot of the guys like Nick Burns and Dylan Dumpy I played with over summer for Coach Stover, so it was really nice.
And talking about Coach Stover, what's it been like being under Coach Stover? I know this guy, he's always nice, he never says anything negative, so kind of what's it been like?
Right, yeah, he's never negative. I've known Coach Stover for a while.
Too long?
Yeah, I went to camps when I was younger, but I really started playing with him my freshman year in the summer, so. He's
all right, time to get the dirt.
Yeah.
What's the worst thing he's told you on the field?
I can't repeat that.
You can bleep it out.
Nothing really. He's
you're not going to budge.
He's a nice guy. He's got way too much on him.
I can see he kind of get a little nervous now. He got Stover acting like he's reading the program over there, but he wants to hear it too, man. Really? You're not going to go there?
I can't.
All right. Are there any superstitious things that you do getting ready for the game? I know baseball is a very superstitious game. A lot of guys have their kind of thing they do. Fernandez, I guess he puts on his clothes differently, so when he plays baseball, he does it at the same time every way, but...
I like to have like a Skittles or Starburst, something like that.
So don't. Are you a Niner fan? You can't be using the word Skittles here.
No.
You a Seattle guy?
No, I don't watch pro football. I like college football.
College? Who's your college team?
Ohio State. Love the Buckeyes.
You have fun watching them choke down the ear?
You know, they struggle towards the end, but
I can't say anything. I'm an SC guy.
Oh, okay.
And Lane Kiffin really got us off the wrong lane.
Yeah.
But Ohio State, very good football program. Urban Meyer's done a really good job. And talking about Solano program, though, another program that's done really good.
Yeah.
And was that one of the main reasons why you wanted to come here and play for Coach Stover?
Yeah, I mean, I like how he has everything set up. He's really organized. I went and saw some of the other JCs play, and they don't play as clean as his program does. So it was obviously a big factor.
So you're chomping at the bit, man. You guys start playing next week. What's it like? It's finally less than a week to go.
It's a lot of mixed emotions for me. I'm excited. I'm nervous, but
what, more nervous or more excited?
I think it's more excited.
Yeah. That's a good answer, right?
Yeah.
All right, brother. It's been fun getting to know you. Actually, before we go, tell the audience one thing that they don't know about Evan Facenda.
One thing about me is I can move my ears.
Let's see it. Take your hat off right now and do it.
Let's see if I can
actually put the hat back on display.
All right, let's see.
I don't see no ears moving, man.
I do it in the mirror, they move, but
maybe it's the mirror moving, dude.
Maybe that's it.
No, they moved a little bit. All right, brother. This guy can move his ears, something you now know about Evan Facenda. Once again, thanks a lot, brother.
Thank you.
And we are back here in the Falcons clubhouse, here with the one and only Nate Janest. How's it going, brother?
Good.
So I know you pitched at Benicia. Benicia's a very good high school program.
Yeah.
Obviously, you guys won a section crown in the Sac Joaquin section a few years ago. Kind of what's it been like transitioning from Benicia now here at Solano?
Well, we won that title my junior year, and then after that, I actually tore my UCL and got Tommy John. So,
well, at least you got it out of the way now, right?
Yeah. So I haven't played since my junior year in high school, and this will be my first year back this year.
So how are the emotions, man? I mean, you got to be pretty excited, a little nervous too, but
I'm anxious for sure coming up on Tuesday, but. Yeah, I'm ready to play.
What was the biggest thing mentally to get over that? I mean, that's
probably just accepting that I was injured, wasn't gonna be able to play my senior year, and then just getting prepared to play at the next level.
How long did it kind of take you to get over that injury? The kind of just mentally. 2
years. This December was my surgery, and then so I didn't start pitching off the mound until like this December because it took a while, and then. Yeah, just
what was it like to finally get back on the mound though and start actually throwing 100%?
It was fun. It was fun. It was fun facing hitters again. It was nerve-wracking, just a bunch of emotions.
What are some things that Tucker Bishop's kind of been helping you out with, and the other freshmen too?
Yeah, he's been a leader. I mean, he's helping them. I mean, he sets example. He plays the right way. I mean, he does have his issues on and off the field, but he's been working on that. And then those guys they've been taking him as a leader, and he's been just leading the team.
And just kind of talk about Coach Stover and what he's kind of done to help you prepare yourself and helping you get back to what you were before the TG surgery.
Yeah, he's been supportive the whole time. I'm taking a lot of hard classes, so he's been really forgiving with me taking classes at crappy times and stuff like that. So he's been really supportive and pushing us all to get better.
Tell the fans something they don't know about Nate.
Let's see. I take a lot of math and science classes, so I'm not your typical baseball player, I'd say.
Nice. You heard it here first, baby. Solano College Sports Network. Thanks for the time, Nate.
Thank you.
Well, welcome back to the Falcons Clubhouse. The one and only Jacob Pavlowsky. How's it going, brother?
It's pretty good.
So before we get to the interview, we got some issues here on the guide, Stover. 6'5"? Wrong, right? How tall are you?
I'm about 6'6".
What do you mean about? Are you rounded up?
Yeah, I mean, in cleats, I'm a little over, I think. But,
what, like 6'6" and a half, 6'7"?
Yeah, barefoot, I think I'm about.
So you only weigh in 215. There's no way 215 either.
I think,
so
unless I got lipo last week, but no, I'm about 230.
So what's been the biggest thing kind of getting you ready for this year in the off season?
All the conditioning and getting together as a team and really working on the team chemistry, because we've been coming together as a team, and I think that's one thing that's really important for success as a team. And I think that we're gonna have a lot of success during the season.
Yeah.
And a lot of the guys, we're getting faster, we're getting stronger. We're working out together, and I think we're gonna have a lot of success.
Who's kind of a sophomore guy that's kind of taken a leadership role and that's really kind of making your job a little easier, kind of coming in?
Well, there are a few sophomores. There are, two ways, David Fernandez, and then we have Gio, and, they both play the main leadership roles, and they really take us under their wings, and they really make it a comfortable environment for us, and, they get us pretty juiced for the season.
What's it been like adjusting to Stover ball?
I've gotten used to him. I played with him over the summer, and I came out and worked out with him a little bit. And I think I'm actually pretty comfortable, and I'm very excited for this season.
What's the worst thing he's called you out on the field about? There's a lot of things.
There's not much that he's actually called me out on the field. I think the worst was in the summer, just changing mechanics mid pitches, I guess.
How'd that work out?
Either that, or I think I missed a sign one time.
Oh God, you can't do that with Stover, man.
It was a steal sign, and I wasn't expecting it. So.
What'd he say?
He just told me to pay attention to the signs next time.
He made that a little more censorship right there. I don't think it was pay attention.
It wasn't as bad as some other people have gotten, but because I feel like.
Who gets it the worst? Let's leave it at that. We can leave it clean, but who gets it the worst?
I think Tucker gets the most out of everybody.
And he got it a lot last year too, man. But the kid can play ball.
He can. He's a very talented kid.
Yeah, Stover's been getting at him a lot. So you've seen guys do the interviews here. Well, tell us one thing that we don't know about you, man. And let's not talk about meth and science. Earlier, a lot of people thought he said meth, but it was actually M-A-T-H, math. So calm down, Breaking Bad folks.
One thing is that a lot of people try and come up with nicknames for me, but they can't because they're all taken.
Let's hear some.
On the team, I think my main nickname on the team is Gigantor. I also get Sloth. I get Shrek. I mean,
wow.
Skyscraper. I mean, there are plenty of nicknames that I've had, and I think they've all been occupied by me.
What's your favorite one?
I don't know if I have a favorite one. The story definitely goes back with Sloth from one of my friends in high school.
Let's hear it. We got time.
Slothy, my friend Mike, we played on the baseball team together, and I started imitating Sloth from the Goonies, and
I gotta see that. We gotta do that later. We gotta redo that.
And and I think that really went back. So
we're sticking with Sloth. We're gonna call you Sloth this year. That's what we're going with. It's a lot easier than saying to Pavlowsky. So we're just gonna go with Jacob Sloth. That works for us. And before we get out of here, any superstitions?
Number 18's always been my number.
How come?
I've had it as a kid. I'm Jewish, and it means Chai. The letters represent 18.
Okay.
And Chai means life.
Yeah.
And that's always been my number since childhood. So I was pretty excited when I found out that I was going to have a chance to get this number, and I did. So.
Number 18, baby.
Number 18.
Remember the name, Sloth, baby. Thanks for your time, brother.
Thank you.
We are here with Nick, better hair than Eric Burns. How's it going, brother?
Good.
So you're getting ready for the year, outfield. What's it been like kind of getting ready for this season? It's coming up in less than a week.
It's been difficult for me. I haven't been playing outfield for very long, so I've been working hard on that, just trying to get better every day.
What was the position you were playing before that?
I used to play third.
And how hard of a transition has that been? I mean, those are two totally different spots.
It's been pretty difficult, but it's been a lot of work, but I've been trying my best to.
If you had to pick one thing, though, that's been the hardest adjustment, what's it been?
Hardest adjustment, probably be like positioning myself.
Yeah.
Every pitch, trying to figure out where I'm supposed to go. I'm not used to having as much space to move around.
All right, we know Stover's sitting right here, but we're going to look right into the camera here, and I want you to tell Stover why you should be in center field. I know you've been preaching for a couple years here. Why should you be the starting center fielder?
I don't know.
You're not selling it too good here.
Because it's easier.
It's easier. Why is it easier?
Because it's easier. So you don't have to deal with as much spin on the ball and being at a different angle. I think that'd be.
So I know you played at Rodriguez, man. You got a section crown under your belt too. Kind of what was that like to win? I believe it was Division III Sac Joaquin section title. What was that like to go through?
It was pretty cool to actually win something for once. And if I remember right, it was the first time we won it for baseball.
It was, yeah. First one Rodriguez ever got.
I think the football had won it once too, but we were one of the only ones so far, and it was pretty cool to be a part of a team that won, and basically one of the historic ones for that school.
And what's it like too? I know you got a few Rodriguez guys on this team that you're playing with. What's it like to have those guys with you again, kind of for another ride?
It's great knowing people coming here. Didn't have to come in and just be worried about meeting people and getting to know new people. So I had a mix of who I've known, who I didn't really know. So it's been easier.
You got a nickname? Burnsy?
Yeah. I never get called Nick when I'm out in the field.
Just Burnsy?
Yeah.
You like it?
Yeah, it's much easier for me. Whenever people call me Nick, I just kind of ignore it.
Hey, I would take Burnsy over the Hebrew Hammer any day of the week. So tell the fans something they don't know about Burnsy.
I'm a huge racquetball player, actually.
Are you good?
Yeah.
Go to the gym a lot, what?
Yeah.
24 hour?
In shape over by Nelli's.
All right.
I played a couple tournaments there when I was younger. And
how'd it go?
Not too good. I'm playing against kids that have been playing their whole life. And just out there throwing it around. Didn't go so well, but
they take it pretty serious, huh?
Yeah,
they're
really
pretty
serious.
Intense racquetball players in the world. It's crazy.
Really serious. It's a lot of fun though. I enjoy it, even if I do get smashed every time I play.
Hey, that's how you learn, right?
Yeah.
Got to lose to learn. All right. So, any superstitions, or you're even kill guy?
I have one. I don't think many people have. I like to tie my shoes 3 times throughout the day.
3 times.
First put them on, do it really loose, and then after like being out, warming up, stretching, whenever we start running around more, I'll tie them again a little tighter, and then right before the game or before batting practice, I'll tie them even tighter than that.
So when they're loose the first time around, have you ever not noticed them getting untied, have a little fall?
Yeah, like I'll notice my shoes start to come off every once in a while, so then I stop there and I tie it a little tighter. 3 times every time before every game.
So 3 times a day, tie your shoes. So, eat breakfast, tie your shoe, eat lunch, tie your shoe, go and eat dinner and tie your shoe. I guess when you're eating dinner, you're probably not going to have your shoes on, I guess. I kind of thought of that just now. So, once again, Burnsy, thanks for your time, brother. Best of luck coming up this week. Well, welcome back to the Falcons Clubhouse. We've got the freshman catcher from Vacaville, Ian Acosta. How's it going, brother?
Good.
What's the biggest thing you've been working on, man, getting ready for this year?
I've been working on my hitting, definitely, and my bunting, too. Been working on getting it down the first base side.
You got to know how to bunt if you're playing for Stover. That's one thing I know for sure.
That's one thing I learned, for sure.
Especially, we've seen guys batting in the 3-hole, batting cleanup. If they need a bunt down, they're going to go ahead and do that. What's that transition been like, though? Kind of learning I don't want to say a whole new style of baseball, but it is kind of a little new style. What's that been like?
It just took a while to get used to. Because Coach Stover it's a much faster game over here.
Yeah.
Than high school, So, but it hasn't been that tough, Just got to get to know.
How I know you got to be excited, man. You guys start playing baseball here, less than a week. What's the feeling like, man?
I've been a little bit nervous, but that's good though.
Good nerves, right?
Yeah, good nervous, but it's been good.
And I know you played at Vacaville, man. Just kind of talk about your high school career and how it kind of helped you transition to get here to Solano. You just kind of were like, I was just naturally good. Stover just wanted me. I didn't need to do much on the field. What's kind of the biggest thing you learned playing high school ball?
The biggest thing I learned is
kind of fundamentals.
Yeah, fundamentals a little bit. Yeah.
So it's the thing here at Solano, man. The catchers are always shy. You're 100 times better than Aaron Brasher was, man. You should have seen Brasher last season. This guy had just yes or no answers to every question. So let's give you a little fun one here. Okay. Let's see if you can step up to the plate right here. Tell the fans one thing they do not know about Ian Acosta.
I like the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Yes! That's my guy, man. I'm a big Dodger fan, too. So it looks like we're going to be getting Ian on for a ton of interviews. Who's your favorite Dodger?
I like Yasiel Puig.
Yeah, Puig.
Puig, yeah.
We gotta tell him to stop driving 130 miles per hour, though. That's one thing for sure. And who's the catcher? You a Piazza fan, or are you more kind of the younger generation, the Paul LaDuca days back in the kind of mid 2000s, early 2000s?
For the Dodgers?
Yeah.
I like the current one right now.
He's going with the current Dodger catcher, A.J. Ellis, and he's a guy that does it on and off the field, just like Ian Acosta. Thanks for your time, brother.
No problem.
Now joining us on the set, the one and only James Harris. How's it going, brother?
It's going good. How are you?
So I know you're a Bear River guy. You got some Cody stories that we're dying to hear.
Yeah, Cody's a good guy. Cody coached me when I was about 5 years old in basketball.
And what's the age difference? He's got, what, 10, 11 years on you?
Yeah, something like that, 10 or 11 years. So I knew him a while back, and he's a good guy. He used to coach here, so it's cool coming here and being where guys you know went to your same high school.
And obviously Coach K, outstanding pitching coach here at Solano. But let's talk about the current pitching coach and Coach North, and what has he meant for you kind of getting ready for this year?
Coach North's been great. I mean, he's a hard worker, and he's helped everyone. I think everyone out here, he's really helped me, especially out of the windup. I've had a lot of trouble locating pitches, and he's really helped me with that. And I think that, I mean, overall, you can ask for a better pitching coach. I mean, he's relaxed. He doesn't push you too hard. I mean, when he comes out to talk to you on the mound, everything's positive, nothing negative, and which is really helpful when you're in tough situations.
And talk about Coach Stover a little bit and what he's kind of, helped you develop as a pitcher.
Well, I mean, Coach Stover, I mean, he's a good coach, and I came here and I had talked to Coach Stover previously, and just the way he treats everyone is fairly, and he helps you out in everything you need to do. I mean, he's straightforward with you and never tells you any lies or anything. So,
what's the best name dropping he's done for you here? What are some of the best things he's thrown your way? You gonna just ignore the question and not answer like everybody else? Nobody wants to get in trouble. Stover doesn't have time to watch all these interviews. He's not even gonna hear it.
No.
Come on, just give me one.
No, it's all good.
Smart man. This is a smart guy right here.
I'm going to plead the fifth on that one.
We're not in court, bro. Yeah. All right, talking about another guy from Bear River, Zach Wells. Has he kind of helped you out a little bit?
Well, when I went to school with Wellesley, played baseball with him, and he was always a good guy. He was always just a nice kid, and talked to him before I came here and asked him if it was the right decision. He said it was the best decision he's ever made. So, I mean, couldn't go wrong when he told me that, So
how excited are you, man? Season starts less than a week.
Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, it's long, 6 months.
Yeah.
Fall. Long, I mean, 8 hours a day, and it's tough, and it's just nice to be a couple of days from the season. So
it kind of reminds me of watching football, man. You're just waiting for football to be back, and then next thing you know, it's just over.
Oh, yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, it's
you got a story for us, or tell the fans something they don't know? You've already pleaded the fifth once. You can't do it again.
I'm a chronic line dancer. I will say that. Chronic line dancer.
Can we get a little something?
No.
Come on.
No.
Right now. Here you go.
Not
the floor is yours. Come on.
I can't
Just do a little move.
It's awful, though.
It's
awful. It is.
Come on. All right. Before the year's over, we're getting a line dance, all right? Is that a promise? We're going to shake on that.
Shake
all right.
on
There we go. You heard it first.
I'll get it to you.
Thanks for checking us out here in the Falcons Clubhouse. Thanks again for the great interview, brother.
Thank you.
Well, we got another Harris in the building, baby. Andrew Harris, how's it going, brother?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good, man. So another Bear River guy.
Yep.
What was it like kind of being out? It's kind of Grass Valley area, right?
Yeah, it's kind of different.
You get a little snow out there, actually, right?
Every once in a while we get a little snowstorm coming in. It's cool.
So what's been the biggest thing adjusting, getting ready for this year, though? I know Stover, you gotta be on your A game all the time. What's it been like with Coach Stover and getting ready for this year?
It's a lot different compared to high school, because high school they're more lenient. Here it's a lot more stricter. You gotta be on your game every day. But it's a good challenge for me. It's good for me, and I really like it here, though.
So James was saying, too, Wellesley helped him out a lot, too. Is it kind of the case with you also?
Oh, yeah. I talked to Wells a little bit about coming here, and he gave me some good information about Stover, and that really influenced my decision about coming here.
And as Wells kind of a guy that you can look at, and I want to kind of be like that. And Wells was a guy that didn't really do talking on the field. He led with his leadership. Is that kind of a role that you can see yourself doing down the road, too?
I'm not much of a talker. I just like to do my
You're doing
game.
a good job here. I mean,
yeah, thank you. But Wells is a good guy. I like to be like him. He's a model and someone I look up to play.
Not that type of model, though, right?
No, not that type of model. Just like a...
No, I'm sorry, Wellesley. You're a looker, all right? The ladies love you, Wells.
Yeah.
So what's it like playing with your brother, man? That's got to be pretty cool.
Yeah, I've been doing it my whole life. So we've been on the same team since T-ball. So it's just another year of baseball with him. And
all right, listen, we won't tell anybody, but who's better?
That's me.
Is it even close?
Nah, not even close.
He's a pitcher, right?
Yeah, he's a pitcher.
So you guys have battles, right?
Yeah. Oh,
every scrimmage, it seems like we're facing each other.
Have you guys ever come close to blows? Or you guys?
No.
Yeah.
We're not that mad at each other sometimes, but we argue, but nothing like that.
So you're winning the battles, though?
Yeah.
What's your favorite pitch that he's throwing to you that you know you're just gonna smack?
Oh, the fastball. He always sits first pitch fastball.
So you know all this.
Yeah, I know all this stuff. I've seen him pitch hundreds of times. So.
All right, tell us one thing that the fans don't know about you, man.
What the fans don't know about me.
What's something that a lot of people just don't know?
Well, since I'm from the mountains and hillbilly country, I like to go quadding a lot, get dirty, you know?
All right.
That's something I really like to do.
I can live with that, man, you know. Going out to Akatia and stuff, going out riding a little bit. I can ride with that, man. And any superstitions?
Never step on the white line.
Well, now join us in the Falcons clubhouse, the lefty, Brandon Mahit. How's it going, brother? Did I get it right? Did I get the last name right?
Yeah.
Nice. I was trying, man. That's a tongue twister right there.
It is. Not a lot of people can get it.
I got to tap myself on the back right there. So the lefty out of Will C. Wood I know Coach K is kind of big in the Will C. Wood program, helping with football and baseball. Has he kind of helped you prepare for Scott Stover and kind of get ready for Solano, the type of baseball that they play under Stover?
Oh, yeah. He came straight in and just went Coach Stover's way the whole time. You know, he taught me, you know, the pitches, the pitch count, when to throw what pitch. You know, he really got me ready for this level, and I really thank him for it.
And what type of pitcher are you? Fastball guy? You like off speed, or what's your number one pitch? Fastball?
My number one pitch right now would be my changeup.
Yeah.
I kind of throw my fastball and then my changeup.
So you're kind of like Dumape?
Yeah.
He went
exactly
the same
like
route, baby.
Yeah.
So you guys always trying to be like those Giants, man. You know, Kane's got that great fastball and changeup. Tim Lincecum obviously used to. I don't know how it's working so far. So what's been the biggest thing you worked on the offseason to kind of take that next jump from high school baseball to junior college baseball, especially here at Solano? I mean, Stover's just been absolute money when it comes to winning the BVC. I believe they've made the playoffs 6 or 7 of the last 8 years with 5 or 6 BVC titles. What's it like kind of playing for head coach Scott Stover now?
It's, you know,
Is it hard?
It's intense sometimes. It's a little tough sometimes, but you know he definitely gets the best of you. He pushes you to do your best, and he expects a lot, which is good because it really pushes us towards what we need to do and just to win. So he does a really good job of doing that.
Have you ever got called out by Stover?
Oh yeah.
Let's hear the top moment. Come on.
I don't think I can say it on camera.
Come on.
I'm not gonna say it.
Come on, dude. Just all right. Not the top one. Just give us something. Give us something to work with here.
Mahit, you're an idiot.
That's it?
That's all I'm going to
go. That's pretty good. That's not bad for Stover. I'll give him that. So also, too, just kind of talk about your pitching experience at Will C. Wood and what that was like.
Oh, at Wood, I only pitched 2 or 3 games. I wasn't really much of a pitcher.
More of a hitter?
I was more of a hitter. They needed me on defense, so that's really what I did. I kind of, I pitched. I came in relief a couple of times, but rather than that, I was just playing defense, hitting a little bit. So.
Would you rather be a position player, or would you rather be a pitcher?
Here?
Yeah.
I'd rather just be wherever they need me right now.
So you're a team guy, right?
Yeah, I'm more of like a team guy. If they need me to hit, I'll hit. They want me to pitch, I'll pitch. I'll just do what I can.
What's pitching coach North helped you out with so far?
He's helped me out a lot.
Yeah.
He corrects everything. He gets on you about it, and he makes sure you fixes it, and he corrects you, and he does a really good job of it.
What would you say was the biggest flaw you had coming in as a pitcher now that you're working on it? What was the hardest thing to kind of adjust to? As you said, you only pitched a few times in high school, so that's a lot now. Now you're coming in to pitch at a higher level of competition. So what's kind of been the biggest thing?
The biggest thing for me is when I'm doing my mechanics, my head's been tilting a lot, throwing my whole body off. So
like Night of the Roxbury type of stuff?
Yeah, exactly. But he's just, he's getting me on track with that. I kind of slip here and there, but he keeps pounding me in for it right there. So.
All right, Mahit, it's been fun, brother.
Thank you.
Best of luck this year, all right?
Thank you, appreciate it.
And we are back here in the Falcons clubhouse. Angel Laura joining the house. What's up, brother?
How you doing?
It's been a while, man. So what's the transition been like, kind of getting back to pitching again?
Honestly, it's been a struggle. It has. I mean.
More mentally or physically?
I would have to say mentally.
Yeah.
Like, it's, I don't know, like my changeup, and I can hit spots with the fastball, but my off speed right now, I'm struggling.
But I mean, that's going to happen, man. It's been a while since pitching too. So what's been the biggest thing that you're working on though to make sure you do hit those spots? I know the season's coming up this week, but what's been the biggest kind of hurdle to jump over?
Well, I noticed, like as with Kyle, that I open up a lot. So I'm trying to stay closed and like lead with my glove and tuck it in. I've had a problem with that too.
You know what you know how to fix that problem? You need to get a mullet. You do that, man. You're gonna start.
I need to grow this out. It's too short.
But getting back to baseball, kind of, what's it been like adjusting new pitching coach, and what's Coach North kind of done this year to help you out?
Coach North. Like, he's a chill guy. He's more relaxed. He's not like, I mean, he helps you with everything, but he's not like on top of you. Like,
what was it like last year, not pitching and just watching? Like, how?
It sucked. It sucked. I let everyone down, and I felt like, it won't happen to me, but it did. Don't go snowboarding.
But obviously you learn from it, and how's that kind of help you kind of prepare for this year? And, you get another opportunity here, and what are you going to do to make sure you capitalize on it?
I mean, this is my last year here, so I'm going to try to go out with a bang, and try to do the best I can and hopefully go to a 4-year.
And tell the folks something they don't know about Angel Laura. Don't say no, nothing. There's something.
Man, this is a tough one. Well, I have about an 8-inch rod and 4 screws in my right arm for the rest of my life.
Damn.
That's something different.
What about any superstitions?
I can't think of any.
No pitchers have superstitions. That's what we found out here today. All right, Angel. Thanks for your time, brother.
Thank you,
Best
sir.
of luck this year, all right?
Thank you.
Well, welcome back to the Falcon Clubhouse. Now join us here on the set, Roland Tyler. How's it going, brother?
Doing pretty good.
Nice. And you guys got a game coming up Tuesday. How anxious are you to finally get out there?
I'm a freshman, so it's my first game in college. I'm pretty excited. I don't really know what to expect. I mean,
you can sound a little more excited when you say it, at least. Man,
yeah.
Come on, man.
Well, we've been prep pretty good, so I don't really know.
Stover keeps you guys prepped pretty good out there?
I think we'll be all right. I'm pretty excited, though. Hopefully I get to ditch the mound, throw some strikes, get ahead of batters.
So I know you pitched at Rio Vista, played high school ball at Rio Vista. What's been the biggest thing to kind of take that next leap here at Solano?
Well, Rio Vista is like slow baseball. It's all awful.
How awful are we talking here?
Well, it's not that bad, but it's pretty awful. So coming here is just like I need to slow the game down. I need to work on mechanics. Everything's changing, really. So
how hard a transition has that been, though?
It's been pretty tough. It's not like running a marathon or something awful, but it's
yeah.
It's challenging, though. You got to work on things, all sorts of things.
If you had to pick one thing, though, what's the number one thing that you've worked on, you've worked your ass off, and that you've just kind of mastered now? What's been that one thing you take pride in?
Mechanics. I was really slow to the plate and all over the place, moving all sorts of. I got it compacted now. Can really hone in. Helps.
So you said you can be a boring guy, but you got to tell the fans one thing they don't know about Rollin. You got to. There's something. There's at least one thing. Or if you're not going to do that, tell us the worst thing Stover told you. One of the two. You get to pick.
Something interesting might be that once the season comes around, I'm going to have a mustache and a mohawk, strictly.
Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh.
It'll be pleasant.
You're going to get the little chops coming up like that? Come on. Come on. You got to. If you're going mustache, dude, you got to get the Raleigh fingers going.
Oh, no. I have this Mexican mustache going on. I can't really curl it or do anything.
So it grows in thick, right?
Thick enough.
All right, Roland. Thanks for your time, brother. Best of luck this week, all right?
Thanks.
Well, now joining us on the set, the freshman righty out of Dixon, Chris Rost. How's it going, brother?
I'm good. How are you?
So what's been the biggest thing you worked on this offseason to kind of get prepared for Scott Stover, Solano baseball?
Just working on consistency with my pitches, being able to hit my spots.
Let me guess, you're working a lot on the changeup. That's word around the street, I guess, around here. And I know Stover's really a good coach all around when it comes to hitting, pitching, every aspect of the game. But what has pitching coach North really done for you kind of individually, too, to help you work on some mechanics and stuff?
He's just helped me just do the little things, just staying closed, make sure I'm just using my hips and just putting everything toward home, using all my momentum. Just get everything out of my body that I can.
So you a fastball guy or you're more off speed?
Fastball guy.
Yeah? What are you topping out at?
I haven't been clocked in a couple years, probably like mid-80s.
Mid-80s?
Yeah.
So you're still way under what Yasiel Puig drives on the regular, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I had to give my boy Puig a little blast. Come on, man. But back to baseball, and how excited are you, man? Tuesday, it's coming up. How excited are you?
I'm excited. I redshirted last year, so I've been waiting a couple years. I'm just ready to get out there, finally got on the ball field and play.
And talking about redshirting, what did that do for you, though? Kind of just to sit back and watch other guys do it and kind of just sit back and learn. How much did that help you kind of getting ready for this year?
It was good because it helped me prepare, just helped me kind of just focus on what I need to do to get to that next point in my career. And it just going to the weight room, working hard on academics, it helped me out a lot there.
And we know we got Evan to show us a trick. Tell the fans something that we don't know about you, and I hope it's not wiggling your ears.
No, I like to produce music. I'm really into making beats and
hip hop or
hip hop, electronic, all that
kind of little dubstep.
Oh yeah.
Who's your favorite artist out there right now?
Rock band Switchfoot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you? Like hip hop or more just rock?
For producing or just
listening. Who's your hip hop guy?
Oh, my hip hop guy. That is tough. This guy Lecrae, he's really good out of Atlanta. Kanye. I'm digging Kanye. Andy Mineo.
You get blasted sometimes for liking Kanye? I mean, Kanye's kind of mainstream now, and he gets blasted a little bit.
He gets blasted, but his beats are so good. He's in a league of his own, so there's really nothing they can say about him.
And before we get you out of here, any superstitions, anything like that? You pitchers, man, you're so boring, man. You got nothing to do.
I don't do anything, just kind of mentally prepare, and then after that, I'm good to go.
All right, brother. It was fun. Best of luck this year, and
Thank you.
Get off to a good start on Tuesday. Thanks. Well, welcome back to the Falcons Clubhouse. We got Daren Evans on the show. How's it going, brother?
How you doing?
What's the biggest thing you worked on in the offseason, man, getting ready for this year? I know you redshirted last year, so I know you're chomping at the bit, man. Season starts this week coming up.
Definitely. Well, I was trying to get my bat better. That's probably one of the biggest weaknesses I had was just my bat was not there last year. So this year I'm looking forward to increasing that.
What's something you worked on, kind of just more going opposite
keeping my
field?
hand inside the ball, going opposite field, not trying to hook everything, just trying to keep my hand inside the ball and drive it the other way.
And I know you're part of the Rodriguez team, right?
Yes.
Won championship?
Yeah, 2012.
You played football too, right?
Yeah, I played football.
I remember we called a
years.
couple of your games. Linebacker?
Outside linebacker and front safety, yeah.
So you have that urge to play football ever again, or you kind of just focus on baseball?
It's exciting to watch. But baseball was my first love, and that's what I've been playing since I was little. So.
Who's you a Niner fan?
No, Raiders fan. Raiders all day.
So you were probably happy last week?
Oh yeah, definitely happy the Seahawks.
You're probably chirping more than Richard Sherman was, huh?
Oh man, that was actually pretty funny. But hey, he is one of the best. So.
Oh, he is the best for sure. He's the best corner in the game.
Definitely.
And kind of talk about head coach Scott Stover and what he's kind of meant, not just for you, but kind of the whole baseball community here in Solano.
Coach Stover is definitely an inspiration. I mean, he's one of the best coaches I've ever had. He basically emphasizes on the little things, which is what win games, period. That's just one thing that differs from a lot of coaches. They just look for talent, and talent is not always there. You get the little things right, you pretty much just, you excel in the game.
And how hard was it you just kind of to kick back and have to watch all last season?
It was tough, but I think it was better for me because I, got to mature, got a little older, and start to understand the game a lot better.
All right, tell the fans something they don't know about Daren Evans.
About me? Well, I would probably have to say that the one thing fans don't know about me is I definitely like to swim. That's one thing about me. I do like to swim.
Then the fans, they didn't know that?
No, because I don't talk about swimming very much.
So you just go swimming when no one's around?
Well, I work out in the pool. I like to swim.
You got any superstitions?
Put my glove in the same spot every time.
Glove, same spot every time. You heard it here first. Thanks for the time, brother.
All right, no
Best
problem.
luck this year, all right?
All right.
Well, welcome back to the Falcons Clubhouse. We got a very special guest, the one and only Victor Romero. How's it going, brother?
Doing great, man. Thank you.
So a lot of us here watching Solano baseball have kind of followed your career path, but just kind of tell the audience the road you went to after leaving Solano.
So I did 2 years here. My foundation started at Solano, and I got an opportunity to play for Oklahoma State, and I had 2 great years there, and I had a really successful senior year last year, and unfortunately I had surgery over summer. I tore my knee, so I didn't get an opportunity to get drafted, but the Padres, they stuck with me all throughout this offseason and in rehab, and he kind of gave me a hint during Christmas to make sure I'm always to stay up there, that he hasn't forgot about me. And the first week of January he hit me up, and he told me he went to San Diego, went to the office, and they gave me the go. So I'm ready to go. So hopefully that's why I'm out here grinding every day, and I'll leave February 28th.
Catchers, pitchers report soon, kind of. What are the nerves like? I know you got to be a little nervous. I know you're confident. I know you're happy, but kind of, what's the emotion like for you right now?
I mean, it's an exciting feeling, but there are also those nerves, But I'm just going to go into it just like I went into Oklahoma State. I had no clue what I was going to go into, but I actually fit in well there. So
just got to enjoy the ride, right?
Yeah, enjoy the ride. So hopefully I just go out there, play my brand of baseball, stay content with myself, and just keep everything that I learned at Solano and learn at Oklahoma State, and I think I'll be all right.
So you see some young guys out here just hanging out in the clubhouse.
Yeah.
What are some things you learned here under head coach Scott Stover, some fundamentals that you took with you to Oklahoma State that has allowed you to have this MLB opportunity?
Yeah.
What are some of the foundations that you learned here?
I mean, Stover has a great program out here. This is where it all started for me. Solano College teaches you the foundations again, and his biggest thing for me was just the hitting zone, and as a catcher, the pitch calling. And I learned out there. I had a great coach, Rob Walton, as a pitching coach out there, and he called a similar game. You know, the outside extendeds, the 1-4-5s, and Stover he knows his stuff. He's out here in Solano, and he's going to teach these guys everything they need to go to just keep fundamentally going out.
And I know it's different for a player. Sometimes it's better when a player helps another player out, kind of younger, easier to kind of tell guys. So what's some stuff you've been preaching to these young guys yourself?
I just been telling them to buy into the program and just take care of academics, especially in college. Academics is the first thing to do. If you can be an All-American, but if you don't have academics, you can't go anywhere. Like
there's been a few guys that come to mind.
You can't get money or nothing.
Duran Ard is a guy that was super talented, but I don't know if he had that drive academically. And I think he was a guy that could have had a chance maybe to go on and play too.
Go some D1. There's been a lot of guys. That's the biggest thing, is just academics here, and that's one thing I realized. I just took care of everything, and that it happened great for me. I had a great opportunity to go to Oklahoma State, and I had the best 2 years that I could go there. So that's why I try to tell these guys, listen to Scott. He
I like how you say that as he's walking in. You heard him creeping in.
No,
so
he's been here the whole time. No, but he knows his stuff. So if you just buy into his program, he'll take care of you. You take care of business, he'll take care of you.
And are you a Giants fan?
I am a Giants
fan.
So
what's that like, man? You're going to maybe be in the NL West going against the Giants. What's that like? You just got to get rid of that?
Who cares? Get rid of that. Just play my brand of baseball. Just go out there and have a good time. Just take the opportunity that's given to me and just run with it, All
right, brother. I know you got things to do.
Appreciate it.
Let you get back to work.
Always good.
The one and only Victor Romero. Best of luck out in San Diego,
Thank
brother.
You. I appreciate it.
I'm Ryan Ernest. Thanks for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
Well, now joining us here in the Falcons clubhouse, the one and only Dylan. I forgot how to say your last name. So I guess I'm the one that's messed. Who's your favorite Dodger?
I like.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Roland Toller.
I know you played at Vacaville, man. Just kind of talk about your high school career and how it kind of helped you transition to get here to Solano.
I'm Alvaro Rubalcaba. Thanks for watching Solano Sports Center. Is that it? No, that. What am I doing?